Hi, this is Sharon, and this is the third of the series of videos on fear. In this video, we will look at how fear creates a lot of stress in our life because it stops us from really willing to being able to trust. And it starts with trusting the little things onto the larger things that affect our lives. So let's start looking about something which may seem very small. Say, for instance, you've gone to Starbucks. You ordered your favorite drink at the cashier, and now you're standing at the barista's side waiting for your drink to be completed. And as you're standing there, you are just stressing out about, oh my God, are they going to make it correctly? I like it this way. I like it this temperature. I like it with this much coffee, this much whipped cream, or whatever it is however you like it. And as the barista is making your drink, you are just watching her or him hawking them just to make sure they're doing it exactly to your specifications. Think about that may just be a matter of 60 seconds. Let's say 30 to 60 seconds. But think about the stress you've gone under. And all that stress was generated by fear, and that fear made you feel that the fear that they're not going to do it properly, like you cannot trust them to do it properly. And that's the driving force beneath that. Now let's think and it's bigger. And this may seem it's small. I started deliberately with something very small because it may seem like, oh, that's small, that's not important. But I'm here to say that I'm positive that that's not the only place in your life that it shows up. It's not only as something as small as your order at Starbucks. If you stop and take a minute and examine several aspects of your life, you'll see this behavior permeates in deeper levels and levels of your lives that can even that can even cost a lot more. And what I mean by that, cost a lot more, these can be in intimate relationships with people, with your husband or your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or someone just important to you, maybe a very, very close friend. And if it's there, when we behave this way, we make them feel like they're not good enough. And they know that we don't trust them. They feel our mistrust. In some instances, that causes them to shut down because they feel that regardless of what they do, we're never going to think that they're good enough. Take this example, for instance. Let's say you have a honey-do list and you left that for your husband to do. And let's say he needs to go to Home Depot to buy some paint because you're painting your house or apartment. So you left him the list and he says, okay, I'll go to Home Depot tomorrow. And you gave him the list at noon on Sunday and he said he'll go on Monday. What ends up happening in many instances, you keep nagging. You would call Monday. Oh, did you go to Home Depot yet? Did you do it? Did you do that? And we don't trust that he's going to do it. We mistrust so much that he's going to do it, that he's not going to do it. The fear keeps telling us we need to control that situation because he's not going to do it. And all that control is based on fear. And think about, put yourself in that person's shoes. How do they feel? If I was in that person's shoes, I would not feel good. I would feel like I'm not trusted. You don't think I'm good enough just to do these small little things. And secondly, I may also feel, you know what? Do it yourself. I don't want to do it because if this is the stress that I have to go through just so that to get one little thing done because you don't trust that I would do it, why would I do it? I want to challenge you to look at all different ways in your life to see how this show up and really notice the underlying driver of this is fear. The question may be, where did this fear come from? That's something you may never be able to find out. Sometimes we don't have all the answers to everything. The important thing is just recognizing where it happens, how it happens, and then stepping back and allowing ourselves to make another choice. If we're aware enough, whenever this fear comes up where we need to control a situation, whenever we need to control situations, it appears as mistrust of that person, but fear is the driver that wants us to control that situation. So my challenge to you for the next week or so, let's say 1 to 2 weeks, really step back and see where this shows up in your life and how it shows up when you want to control the situations. And make another choice. Trust. Trust that person. Trust the process will work. And just see what happens. Bye until next time.